dissing of everything you say in Washington.
Well, I will say this, that we actually, if you go back to some of those YouTube videos, you can see that there was a vote that we had won on the House side on an appropriations bill that was then, the vote was held open, and Mr. Miller, who's a congressman from the Bay Area, the author of the Miller-Bradley bill that took water out of here in 1992, they went and they changed votes. So we know that the Congress has the will to, on their own, to pass legislation to fix this problem, at least on the House side. But unfortunately, with the leadership that we have there today, they hold the committee chairman and the Democrats hostage, by which that we cannot get anything passed. We have over 100 members of Congress who have signed on to the discharge petition. We need 218 people in order to get that out of the House of Representatives. Senator Feinstein and Senator Boxer had an opportunity last year in the Senate with an amendment that they voted against, an amendment that was identical to, or virtually identical to, one that was passed in 2003 for the state of New Mexico that had a similar problem with a fish called the silvery minnow. At that time, Congressman Miller, Congresswoman Pelosi, Senator Boxer, Senator Feinstein all supported that legislation in 2003. Yet in 2009, they would not support the same language for their home state of California. And so part of what I continue to do is just tell the truth, because the truth, it really hurts when people actually look at the record and analyze the facts. So my hope is that through town halls like this, that these members of Congress that are here will take this message back to Washington, so that I will not only be, it won't just be Tom McClintock and myself voicing these concerns, but hopefully many others this year as we continue to build pressure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Robin Strassheim, and I'm simply a California citizen raised here in the valley, actually the mountains, and came to the valley. And I have a lot of grandchildren here. So I would like to address everybody's needs. We're trying to save the fish, and we need to save the people and the farmland. Our farmland represents the nation. It does go throughout the nation, and it does go out through the world. So we have to take all those matters in consideration when we're trying to save these little fish. We have fish and game. Why don't we swoop up those little fish and let our fish and game take the health of those fish and put down into the Delta filters. There's filters in my mind that I see, 3 filters dropped down into the Delta to save this pollution and the fish and everything. I am an artist, and I've been seeing this for about 3 months now. For some reason this morning I was up very early, and I felt that it was a dire need to be here. I jumped in the shower and I made it. I think, you know, walking a long ways and getting here to tell you what I see in my mind, it doesn't make me crazy, but our valley is hungry now. So we need to remove some of the fish and turn on the pumps and get our spring crops growing and get these people fed and the workers working. She's right. The ripple effect is not going to just affect the valley. It is going to go into our nation. And Obama and the federal government have to look at it that way. It is going to affect us helping Haiti. I mean, we're saying help Haiti. We are an earthquake in itself because we're drying up. We really do need the engineers out there to listen to what I know I see. Now, we can create these filters by aluminum. They don't rust. There's other things that engineers can come together with what my mind's seeing. I would like to help, but I'm just a simple woman, so if you guys want my help with the ideas, I can help that way. But the Fish and Game can help preserve the fish that might be affected and the filter system into the delta and turn on the pumps and get the water flowing for our spring crops. We really need this to happen now. We don't need the red tape and all the laws.
Thank you and good morning, and thank you for being here in Fresno County, really ground zero, as Tom Birmingham said, about the water crisis. My name is Judy Case. I am chairman of the Fresno County Board of Supervisors. I'm here to tell you that our board supports 100% getting water back to our farmers, because this is our Katrina. This is the state of California's Katrina. As we suffer, we've just had recent announcements, 17% unemployment county-wide, 40% unemployment on our west side. That's unbelievable in the United States, absolutely unbelievable. It's about 1 in every 5 citizens who's perfectly capable of going to work is not able to go to work because the jobs don't exist. And I'm glad to see that the president's finally getting it. It's about the economy and it's about jobs. And that's a passionate issue for all of us, because a lot of people who have worked their lifetime on the west side of this valley had just barely gotten their homes. They've worked for 20, 30, 40 years on a ranch. They've got benefits. They now have a home, and now they're told they don't have a job, so they're losing that home too, and we're struggling to feed them. And we've got money to send money over to the west side for food giveaways, but what people really want is they want jobs. So again, I can't thank you enough for being here, ground zero, and all these issues related to water. As we go forward, I will have a couple of questions. You know, it's kind of hard to say, well, we don't have any water and it's been raining like crazy in California. Our local mountains have 10 feet of new snow. So as we go forward with that 117% of our average rainfall, of our average snowpack currently, how much is going to be allocated to the farmers? It'll really tell you whether this is regulatory or naturally drought-based. Will the farmers get 117% of their allocation? So I think that's going to be a question we all are going to be looking to see what it's going to be. How much is currently going out to sea that could be supporting all of our residents just being here today?
Good morning. My name is Nancy Holland. I teach for Fresno City College, and I felt it was important to be here today. I wanted to thank the Pacific League